So I found the greatest way to make people successful is remove their excuses.
Yeah.
And when I deal with sellers or buyers, I want to remove their excuses too. What started to move the needle in our business was when, after reading probably for the second time, The 7 Habits, and probably for a decade, I read it at least once a year. And the idea of win-win or no deal took over my profit orientation, okay? Because that was about me win. And if you did too, that's great. And if you didn't, that's your tough luck. And win-win or no deal truly became the only way I would do business. If the only way I could do business with you was going to be toxic to you, I was out, okay? Or we'd figure out another way to do it. And there were times that I had to walk away. And in many times, I didn't buy the property. I showed them how they could keep their property, how they could change their finances, how they could manage their money differently, how they could restructure their debt. And they were grateful. And quite often, I would get referrals. Referrals helped me grow my business more than anything else. And every now and then, I'll still get a call from somebody. You bought my friend's house, 12 years ago. Oh my goodness. And it's just crazy. And that has been a huge thing. And even now, you were at the event with Dealmaker, and everybody I ran into that wanted to help share the love, I said, here's my card. On the back is a QR code. I want you to invite 5 of your friends. Since you're supporting us, invite them. Say, hey, I support Share the Love. You should do it too. It's really a meaningful thing. And on the back of that card is a QR code. Because people will say, yeah, I'd like to do that. Because I'm trying to get 100,000 people to donate $18 a month. It's not a lot of money. And I'd love for their kids, to donate 50 cents of that $18. So the kids start to learn about generosity, about serving people you may never meet, but making their lives better. And the bottom line of that is, if somebody says, yeah, I'll do that, great. Here's the QR code, point your phone at it, do it right now. Because it's easy to forget.
Right.
It's easy to have a good intention,
right,
and yet no follow through.
Right.
So I found the greatest way to make people successful is remove their excuses.
Yeah.
And when I deal with sellers or buyers, I want to remove their excuses too, because they're afraid. They will lie to themselves. They will lie to you. They'll believe, any kind of baloney they tell themselves, and that's not always helpful.
Right.
And what I really have gotten off on, which I think has really contributed, is the fact that we would be able to buy creatively, and that would allow us to sell creatively.
Interesting.
And, if I could buy a property with seller financing and then wrap that note and sell it, but first I'll do a lease option. Because why would I do a lease option? I'm going to do that lease option because if you pay on time for 24 months, I will finance you. If you miss a payment, the clock restarts. Because I want to know that I'm not going to have issues down the road with somebody who chooses or cannot perform.